Hi, thanks. Yeah, I heard yesterday you said you were aware that Donald Trump had said to the president of Ukraine, well, you shouldn't have started it, implying that he had started the war. I know you said you thought Trump said that out of frustration. I heard you bring up Churchill. What if FDR had said to Churchill, yeah, well, you shouldn't have started it? Or if Joe Biden said to Israel, yeah, you shouldn't have started it. I'm pretty sure you would be outraged, sir. Where is your outrage?
Right. Doug, actually, I'm very outraged. I'm just one that doesn't get into words. I like action. I like results. So let me ask you this, Doug. Who did you vote for in 2024?
I didn't vote.
Okay. So now let me ask you this. Which president in modern recent history killed 200 Russian mercenaries?
I'm sorry? Say that again.
Which president in modern history killed 200 Russian mercenaries?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay. Which president slapped sanctions on Russian oil production?
I'm sure that many U.S. presidents have sanctioned Russia.
Okay. Which president emboldened Russia to build the Nord Stream pipeline before destroying it?
Is there a point when you answer my question?
Yes. I'm asking you a question. If you don't want to answer, I'll kick you off and I'll get somebody else. I'm trying to actually respond to your question. And so I'm giving you an answer, but the truth of the matter is you can't even see it, which tells me you're highly emotional and you're not thinking logically. Thanks for the call. Here's the deal. I'm sorry. Listen, if you're going to ask me some questions, if you're going to ask me a question, be ready to answer my questions. Here's the bottom line. I'm not going to get emotional. I understand. I'm telling you guys, listen, I'm not excusing Trump. I don't like what he said. But yes, I do believe he meant it in a broader context. Let's be honest. We know that Trump has a habit of sometimes not necessarily completing his thoughts or some sentences, but you kind of get what he's saying. I mean, that's been kind of Trump's modus operandi for quite some time. Now, I'm not excusing it. I don't think that Ukraine started the war. Am I uptight about that? No, I'm not uptight about that. You know what I'm uptight about? I give people grace. You know what I'm uptight about? I'm uptight about Ukrainians that are dying by the thousands per day unnecessarily. I'm upset that we have revisionist history going on within the Democrat Party where, let me just answer the questions. It was Trump that killed the Russian mercenaries. You know, that stooge for Putin. It was Trump that slapped sanctions on Russian oil so that we could drill, baby, drill during his first term in the United States of America, crippling Russia's economy. You know who rebuilt Russia's economy? Joe Biden did. Joe Biden closed the Keystone XL pipeline. He waged a war against our oil companies here in the U.S. And guess who sold oil to our NATO allies and made a buttload of money? Yeah, Russia. And Russia used that money to be able to facilitate their invasion against Ukraine. So I'm sorry. It's funny to me how liberals want to get all PO'd when it comes to something Trump said, but when it comes to actual actions that killed Ukrainians, Biden's fingerprints are all over it, and there's no outrage. Stop listening to CNN and MSNBC and all of these fake news outlets. You're getting outraged over the wrong thing. You're outraged over words. I'm outraged off of Ukrainians unnecessarily dying by the hundreds of thousands. I mean, this is insane. Grow the hell up. This is weird to me. Grown behind men. Did you hear what Trump said? Did you hear what Trump said? Oh, well, who's the one that shot the Russian mercenaries? Who's the one that slapped sanctions on Russia? I don't know. That's the problem. That's a problem. This is just insane to me. You want to know why Americans are so divided? I think because we don't take the time to think critically. I don't care if you hate Trump. I don't care if you love Biden or whomever else is in the Democrat Party, but you should take some time. I read all types of stuff. I read the right. I read left-leaning stuff. I read, communist-leaning stuff. I read some crazy stuff because I want to know how I can go on the offense against it, defend against it, or just say, you know what? I disagree with this, but I agree with that. But everything is get Trump, get Trump, get Trump, get Trump. I want to be offended. I got to be offended. I got to give me something to be offended about. But you're not offended by the fact that we had a Democrat Party that lied to us for 4 years and told us that Biden was completely competent, Biden was completely on his game, and now they're sitting out there going to institutions, giving speeches, talking about, yeah, we knew all along the guy was a dementia patient. And you're not outraged about that? When they tanked our economy? When China spied on us? When Russia got rich based upon Biden's foreign policy? When you got women in Afghanistan that were relying on us so that they wouldn't have to die and be raped? And you're upset about words? God, man, I don't know what the heck happened to manhood on the left, but please, somebody make an investment in the Democrat Party when it comes to manhood. This is just insane to me. You're worried about words. I'm worried about bodies.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.